everybody, it's Michael Lee back with more lumberjack fire safety work. Let's get it. This area is kind of a disaster because this huge oak broke in half here and fell and created big disaster area, knocked over a bunch of other trees, broke other branches. There's a widowmaker up here. So we're going to clean this area up. I've already been dragging a lot of the dead branches over to the burn piles, which I strategically placed in the meadow. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut 1, 2, and 3 dead madrones. All right, let's get it. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with madrone is one of my favorite species of tree. It's a great hardwood, excellent for firewood, as long as you cut it when it's dead. Please don't cut down a live madrone tree, everybody. It takes them hundreds of years to get big. They're slow growing. They're a unique species. They're beautiful. It has like almost purple pink wood. The bark is smooth and it peels off when they get really big. Let me show you a big madrone, a mature old growth madrone, so that you know what it looks like. They like a little bit higher elevation. We're working in a transition zone here, so a lot of the higher elevation trees start to first make their appearance here at about 1,500 feet, 2,000 feet. So here's a big madrone. Look at this bad boy. Look at the leaf litter around it. So this is a big madrone. They get way bigger than this, but this is a big boy. Beautiful, huh? And like I said, they're just so unique. Up north, I believe they call this arbutus. But madrone, arbutus, basically the same thing. It's also related to Toyon and manzanita and eucalyptus, I believe. And you can see how crazy this wood is when it gets big. Look at the color. The color of it. It's like pink. It's amazing. And then you see the newer growth up there, how the bark is smooth and peeling off. That's another madrone characteristic. Once you get good at noticing madrone, it's easy to spot. So what was I talking about? What was the point of this whole excursion down here? Look at this big tree. Oh, never cut an old growth madrone like this. I would even go so far as never cut a live madrone for firewood purposes. If you're doing like some really fancy furniture and that's how you make your way of living, then feel free to go for it. As long as you know what you're doing, you're not going to waste this beautiful ancient wood. But if you're just looking to get some quick firewood, please, for the love of God, do not cut down a live madrone tree. You can cut down a dead one, that's fine, but you want to be smarter than that, okay? You want to take better care of the land. These trees are awesome, and they're slow growing, and they're super hard wood. So if you just need quick firewood, please don't cut down a madrone, a live madrone, that is. Or a live oak, for that matter. Same thing, they just take forever to grow. And when they do get big, that means they're old growth. A couple hundred years old at least. So, so that's madrone. If you look at the inside of the wood, it's almost like pink and purple. It's beautiful, beautiful wood. and just amazing to burn in your wood burning stove, as long as you cut it when it's already dead. Okay, so there's that Widowmaker. Here's the area we need to clean up. Here's another Madrone. Look at how beautiful Madrone is. Look at that. So cool. Oh, and it produces these berries that will be ripe in about a month. And those are edible. They taste good. They taste very meaty and dense for a berry. Now, Toyon, I actually think, is in even harder wood compared to Madrone. This is Toyon. It grows more like a bush. See that? It grows more like a bush than a tree. Here's Toyon as well. Toyon or Toyon berry. It grows more like a bush, but every once in a while you'll get like a big dominant branch that grows out and kind of turns into something that resembles a tree. And this is the hardest wood. Oh my gosh, especially if it's burnt in a fire and it's dead. This is the hardest wood I've ever cut in my life. I would say it's even much harder than Madrone. So that's saying something. And you really got to be careful when you're cutting Toyon, because you can get your bar and chain tangled in this crap and get kicked back. It's usually small, extremely hard branches that you're cutting. It's just really dangerous. You got to be careful when you're working with Toyon. So Toyon, Madrone. Now let me show you some rounds that I cut into firewood. So I would recommend just cutting it into your cylinders and then just let it be. And this is Madrone. See the purple pink color? Madrone, Toyon, Madrone, Toyon. This is the hardest wood I've ever cut in my life. Toyon. Very dangerous. And Madrone. Some of the prettiest wood you'll ever come across. Hear that? That's good for firewood. Madrone. If you cut Madrone when it's live, I've never done that, but I've seen pictures of it. This is pink. Sometimes really pink. Okay. Enough talking, more doing. Let's get it. stabilization point.